Hey guys, it's Damien.
And I'm Kenady.
And thank you so much for joining us. Now today we're talking about 7 reasons why people break up. Now remember to stay to the end of the video because we have a bonus tip for you.
So number 1, not loving the person the way they need to be loved.
That's good.
I'm sure you're familiar with the 5 love languages: touch, time, affirmation, gifts, acts of service. A lot of times we tend to love our significant other based on how we want to be loved. So if my thing is gifts and I'm giving my husband gifts, but his is affirmation, and so he might not feel loved. And so we want to make sure that we're loving our significant other the way that they receive love and need love in that way.
So number 2 is a lack of gratitude. The reason why people break up because they lack gratitude or they take the person for granted. This is because we do not continue to pursue the significant other. We're not going on dates anymore. After we get together, we say, oh, I got her already, or I got him already. We're not pursuing that relationship. One of the reasons why we do this is because of selfishness and self-centeredness. We're not thinking about the other person. We're just thinking about ourselves. And with my wife is a gift. So I'm going to continue to pursue her even in marriage.
That's good. Sometimes we get lazy too.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the third reason why couples might break up is that they don't make the significant other a priority in their life. Maybe they're connected to mama and daddy really, really hard, and they're putting the mom and dad before their significant other and taking their advice, not confiding in their significant other. Of course, we know there's boundaries and different levels based on the length and the stage of the relationship, but we should start to put our significant other in a top priority. Not before God though, but we don't want to put, our job before our significant other and always making them feel like they're on the back burner and that they don't matter. Because again, we want to make sure they feel valued and that they have our attention in a healthy way.
A 4th reason why people break up is an unhealthy behaviors because of trauma or previous relationships. These people might enter into relationships way too fast, prematurely, and they also haven't healed properly. And so when you're not healing properly, that causes control issues. You want to control the person. Where you going? Why you ain't calling me? You also manipulate the person to do the things that you want them to do, and you also have or lack trust in that relationship. You're looking through people's phones, emails, and things like this. Listen, we have to heal properly before entering into the next relationship.
Because you don't want to bring the toxic things into that relationship and sabotage that relationship as well. That's so good.
That's good.
A 5th reason why couples might break up is because they're not taking responsibility for their emotions, their words, and their actions in a relationship. They're always blaming the other person and pointing the finger at them and like, you're the reason why this and blah, blah, blah. But they're never owning up to their part in the conflict or the issue. So you always want to make sure that you are taking responsibility of your actions and what you've done wrong and not just pointing the finger at the other person in that relationship.
So a 6th reason why people break up is a lack of effective conflict resolution. This is when people are giving the person a silence treatment. They're like, I'm not talking to you. The anger, they're yelling, they're screaming. So there's several suggestions that we have for you when you're entering into conflict and communication with your significant other. Number 1 is to lean into the conflict, right? You don't want to avoid it. Another suggestion is sometimes conflict doesn't need to be resolved at that time. So you might have to change the place and the time. And the last thing is to check your PPTV. I love saying this. PPTV. Say it with me.
PPTV.
PPTV. That is, check your pitch, check your pace, check your tone, and check your volume.
So a 7th reason why people might break up.
And this is a big one.
This is a big one. Is due to cheating or unfaithfulness. Cheating physically and also emotionally when you're not having those healthy boundaries between the opposite sex and starting to confide in the opposite sex and have that emotional tie that can lead to that physical infidelity. This can also be due to any lust issues that we have that we brought into the relationship. We want to make sure that we are giving that to the Lord and seeking the Holy Spirit to help with any unhealthy affections that we might have that we brought into a relationship.
So the bonus tip is on why people break up, here it is maybe you're not meant to be together. This might not be God's best for you, right? And so we have a video called, Did God Tell Me That You're My Spouse? Or did he, right? And so you can go right here to see that video. Again, my name is Damien Nash.
And I'm Kenady Nash.
And we'll talk to you next time. Bye. Go see the video.